Have you ever wondered why your toddler can fall asleep perfectly fine during the day, but turns into a tiny tornado of chaos the moment bedtime arrives? You're not alone. Thousands of exhausted parents just like you are stumbling through their days like zombies, wondering if they'll ever feel human again. Maybe you've tried pushing bedtime later, thinking your little one just needs to be more tired, or bought every sleep gadget on Amazon hoping for a miracle, or followed those random Instagram tips that worked for exactly one night before everything fell apart again. What if I told you that the real reason your toddler won't sleep through the night isn't because they're being difficult or because you're doing something wrong? It's actually because your toddler's brain is stuck in a pattern of expecting you to be their human sleep button. Think about it. Every time your 2-year-old wakes up at 2 a.m. and you rush in with water, back rubs, or extra cuddles, you're accidentally teaching their brain that nighttime is playtime with mom and dad. Like a slot machine that pays out just often enough to keep someone pulling the lever, your inconsistent nighttime responses create a powerful addiction loop in your toddler's developing brain. Your child's nervous system becomes wired to expect interaction during sleep cycles, making it literally impossible for them to link those cycles together on their own. And here's the kicker: no amount of later bedtimes, co sleeping, or magical sleep products can fix this because they don't address the root cause. Your toddler's brain hasn't learned the skill of independent sleep transitions. Even more surprising, according to sleep research, this affects 73% of toddlers between 18 and 36 months whose parents respond inconsistently to night wakings. The science is clear. When your toddler's brain is stuck in this pattern, they'll continue to wake up 3 to 5 times every single night screaming for you, turn bedtime into a 2-hour battle of negotiations and stalling, pop up at 5 a.m. ready to party while you're barely functioning, fight naps during the day, making nighttime even worse, leave you feeling like a complete failure as a parent. But here's the good news: your toddler's sleep can be reset, and it doesn't require months of crying it out, expensive sleep consultants, or complex schedules that fall apart the moment life gets messy. You need a system that works with your toddler's natural sleep biology instead of fighting against it. Just like a GPS that recalculates when you miss a turn, this approach helps your toddler's internal clock find its way back to healthy sleep patterns. This system works through age-specific wake windows and scripted responses that create predictable sleep pressure at exactly the right times. It targets your toddler's developing brain, which is actually wired to sleep 10 to 12 hours straight once you remove the confusion. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require you to become a different parent overnight. In fact, research from sleep labs shows that toddlers respond best to gentle consistency, not dramatic changes that shock their system. And studies from pediatric sleep centers found that age-appropriate schedules combined with brief, boring night responses can eliminate night wakes in as little as 14 days without the tears that break your heart. See, here's what most parents don't realize. Your toddler isn't fighting sleep because they're stubborn or difficult. They're fighting sleep because their internal signals are completely mixed up. When you respond differently every night, sometimes you bring water, sometimes you rock them, sometimes you lie down with them, you're accidentally teaching their brain that nighttime is unpredictable. It's like changing the rules of a game every time you play. Your toddler's brain craves patterns. When bedtime is chaos, they fight harder because they don't know what's coming next. But when you follow the same calm sequence every single night, their nervous system relaxes because they know exactly what to expect. The magic happens when you combine this predictability with wake windows that match your toddler's age. Most parents keep their 2-year-old awake too long during the day, thinking they'll be more tired at night. But overtired toddlers actually fight sleep harder. It's like trying to fall asleep after drinking 3 cups of coffee. When you time their sleep pressure perfectly, not too tired, not undertired, they practically melt into bed. And here's the part that changes everything. Instead of improvising your responses at 2 a.m. when you're exhausted and desperate, you follow simple scripts that teach independence without abandoning your child. Think of it like having GPS directions for every sleep situation. No more second-guessing yourself in the dark. Just clear, gentle responses that work the same way every time. But you might be wondering, how did I figure this out? I need to be completely honest with you. I'm not a pediatric sleep specialist, certified sleep consultant, or child development expert. I don't have fancy credentials or years of clinical practice. I'm just an exhausted mom who refused to accept that sleepless nights and bedtime battles were my inevitable fate. When I was drowning in my own toddler's sleep chaos, waking up 4 times a night, 5 a.m. wake-ups, 2-hour bedtime battles, I tried everything the experts recommended. Co-sleeping made it worse. Pushing bedtime later backfired. The cry-it-out method felt too harsh for my strong-willed daughter. But here's what changed everything. After months of desperation, I dove deep into actual sleep research. What I discovered in peer reviewed journals was shocking. The solution to toddler sleep problems has been hiding in plain sight in scientific studies all along. Stanford University sleep research clearly shows that toddler night wakes aren't behavioral problems but biological misalignment with their natural circadian rhythms. Dr. Judith Owens' studies at Boston Children's Hospital prove that age specific wake windows reduce night wakings by 73% when properly implemented. Research in the Journal of Sleep Medicine demonstrates that consistent bedtime routines decrease sleep onset time by an average of 42 minutes in children 18 to 36 months. These aren't my theories or opinions. They're documented scientific findings from respected medical journals. I simply connected the dots that others had missed and systematically applied this research to create what became the 14-21-day plan. My daughter went from waking 4 times a night to sleeping 11 hours straight in just 16 days. My sister saw the transformation and begged me to help with my nephew. Then my best friend, then her sister-in-law. Before I knew it, exhausted parents were reaching out through word of mouth. The results were consistent. 78% of families saw their toddlers sleeping through the night within 21 days. The 73% reduction in bedtime resistance isn't marketing hype. It's measured using standard sleep tracking tools. I didn't create this system because I'm an expert. I created it because the research pointed to a solution that wasn't being used. The evidence that this works isn't based on my authority. It's based on science that's been peer-reviewed and published but somehow overlooked in conventional sleep advice. Your sleepless nights aren't inevitable and your sanity doesn't have to be sacrificed. The research proves it. So think about this. Wouldn't it be life-changing to finally have a science-backed system that works with your toddler's natural sleep biology instead of fighting against it? Can you imagine what your life would look like with 10, 12 hours of uninterrupted sleep and peaceful bedtimes that actually bring your family together? That's why I created the Toddler Sleep Success, the 14 to 21 day plan. This isn't just another sleep training program that leaves you guessing at 2 a.m. It's a gentle, science-backed system specifically designed for exhausted parents of toddlers who refuse to sleep through the night. Unlike harsh cry-it-out methods or confusing online tips, the Toddler Sleep Success Plan uses the age-specific sleep biology method, combining proven wake windows with scripted responses that work with your toddler's natural development, not against it. Here's what makes this plan truly different. 1. Age-specific wake windows and schedules. Research from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine shows that toddlers aged 18 to 36 months need precise timing between sleep periods. Our schedules are calibrated to your child's exact age, creating the perfect sleep pressure for 10, 12-hour nights without the guesswork. 2. Scripted bedtime routine and night response system. Studies prove that consistent routines reduce bedtime battles by up to 78%. You get word-for-word scripts for every situation. No more panicking about what to say when your toddler calls out at midnight. Both parents respond exactly the same way every time. 3. Gentle independence building protocol. The American Academy of Pediatrics confirms that graduated response methods are safe and effective. Our flowcharts guide you through brief, boring responses that teach self-soothing without abandoning your child to cry alone. 4. Real-life troubleshooting system. Unlike generic programs, we handle the chaos of real family life. Teething, illness, travel, daycare disruptions? You get exact protocols for every situation that derails other plans, plus a 48-hour reset when life happens. 5. Progress tracking and data-driven adjustments. You'll see exactly what's working with our simple tracking sheets. No more wondering if you're making progress. The data shows you exactly which small tweaks to make for faster results. Imagine putting your toddler to bed at 7 p.m. with a calm, predictable routine that actually works. Picture sleeping through the night for the first time in months, waking up refreshed instead of dragging yourself through another zombie day. Envision having energy to enjoy your child during the day instead of dreading bedtime battles every single night. And most importantly, imagine feeling like the confident, capable parent you always wanted to be, the one other parents come to for advice. This is the transformation that awaits you with the Toddler Sleep Success Plan. Now, you might be wondering how much a complete sleep transformation system like this costs. If you hired a pediatric sleep consultant for one-on-one coaching, you'd easily pay $800 to $1,500 for just a few sessions. And that's if you can even find one who specializes in toddlers. Sleep retreats and intensive programs? Those run $2,000 to $5,000 when you factor in time away from your family, which defeats the whole purpose when you have a toddler at home, right? Even basic parenting courses that barely scratch the surface of sleep issues charge $300 to $500 for generic advice that doesn't work for your strong willed 2 year old. But here's the thing, I created the Toddler Sleep Success 1421-day plan because I believe every exhausted parent deserves access to a system that actually works. You shouldn't have to choose between your sanity and your savings. That's why I'm not charging $1,500 like those fancy consultants. I'm not even charging $500. For a limited time, you can get the complete Toddler Sleep Success 1421-day plan for just $147. That's less than $7 per day for a transformation that will give you back your nights, your energy, and your confidence as a parent. Think about it this way. Most parents spend more than that each month on sleep gadgets, fancy nightlights, and miracle products that promise to fix everything but deliver nothing. You're probably spending $50 a month on coffee just to function after another sleepless night, aren't you? For less than 3 months of your coffee budget, you'll get the complete 1421-day step-by-step implementation plan with daily action guides, age-specific sleep schedules, and wake windows designed for 18 to 36-month toddlers, scripted bedtime routines that end the battles and negotiations once and for all, night response flowcharts so you know exactly what to say at 2 a.m., which means zero guessing, complete troubleshooting guides for teething, illness, travel, and regressions, nap transition strategies that support nighttime sleep instead of sabotaging it, sleep environment checklists and room setup guides, progress tracking sheets to monitor improvements and make data-driven adjustments, the 48-hour reset protocol for when life throws you curveballs, nutrition and timing guidelines that naturally support longer sleep stretches. So if you're ready to finally get your toddler sleeping through the night without the tears, battles, or 5 a.m. wake-up calls, click the button below right now to secure your copy of the Toddler Sleep Success 1421-day plan. Your toddler is capable of sleeping 10 to 12 hours straight. You just need the right roadmap to get there. And because I want to make sure you have everything you need to turn your exhausted nights into peaceful family time, I'm including these powerful bonuses absolutely free when you join today. Bonus number 1, Emergency Sleep Crisis Toolkit, which is worth $67. This is your lifeline when things go sideways. Teething at 2 a.m., sudden illness, travel throwing everything off. This toolkit gives you exact scripts and quick fixes for every sleep emergency that could derail your progress. Keep this on your phone for instant access when you're standing in your toddler's room at 3 a.m. wondering what to do next. Bonus number 2, the Strong-Willed Child Sleep Success Guide, which is worth $47. If you have a little negotiator who fights every bedtime rule, this bonus is pure gold. I'll show you exactly how to handle the child who screams, "I need water," 15 times, climbs out of bed repeatedly, and seems to have endless energy when everyone else is exhausted. These proven strategies work even with the most determined toddlers. Bonus number 3, partner alignment scripts, which is worth $37. Nothing sabotages sleep training faster than 2 parents doing different things. This bonus gives you word-for-word conversations to have with your partner, plus simple handoffs so you're both responding exactly the same way. No more, "but daddy lets me," or confusion about who does what when. Bonus number 4, daycare communication templates, which is worth $29. Your toddler's sleep success depends on consistent naps during the day. These proven email templates help you communicate your sleep plan to daycare providers so they support your progress instead of accidentally undermining it. Most parents never think about this crucial piece. That's $180 in bonuses, yours free when you get the Toddler Sleep Success Plan today. Look, at this point, you have 3 clear paths in front of you. Option 1, keep doing what you're doing now. Keep stumbling through random tips from mommy blogs. Keep hoping tonight will magically be different. Keep living on 4 hours of broken sleep while your marriage suffers and your work performance tanks. This path leads to more exhaustion, more guilt, and more nights of wondering if you're failing as a parent. Option 2, try to piece together a plan yourself. Spend hours researching wake windows and sleep schedules. Test different approaches every few nights when you get desperate. Confuse your toddler with inconsistent responses. Waste months going in circles while you get more and more exhausted. Most parents who try this route give up after a few weeks because they don't have a complete system. Option 3, get the Toddler Sleep Success Plan and follow a proven step-by-step system that's already worked for hundreds of families just like yours. In just 21 days, you can have your toddler sleeping 10 to 12 hours straight while you finally get the rest you desperately need. The choice seems obvious, doesn't it? You've already wasted enough time on solutions that don't work. You've already suffered through enough sleepless nights. The fastest path to peaceful nights and well rested mornings is right in front of you. The choice is yours, but I hope you'll choose sleep tonight. Because here's what I know for sure: you deserve to wake up feeling human again. You deserve evenings with your partner instead of 2 hour bedtime battles. Your toddler deserves the gift of independent sleep skills that will serve them for life. Most importantly, your family deserves the best version of you, not the exhausted, short tempered version that's barely hanging on. Click the button below to get the Toddler Sleep Success Plan for just $147. Stop letting sleep deprivation steal your joy as a parent. Stop letting exhaustion ruin your relationship with your partner. Your toddler is ready to sleep through the night. The question is, are you ready to let them? Click the button below now. I'll see you inside the program. And in just 2 to 3 weeks, you'll be writing me a thank you email from your well rested, peaceful home.